Just what training should you be doing now? That's at the end of the indoor season and going into the first phase of training into the outdoor season. We're going to talk through some of the key elements that we're doing at the moment in terms of maintaining speed and power and really honing the technique for the long jump and the triple jump. It's important that you do step back just a little bit after the indoor season to let your body regenerate mentally as well as physically. So for 2 to 3 weeks we'll be doing little sprint work. We'll be working at about 80 to 90% and doing some slower work but only over 60 meters, 8 to 10 repetitions with a walk back. I also dial down the intensity of some of our drills sessions and tell the jumpers to work at about 80% effort. So we'll still be doing skipping drills, takeoff drills, hip work drills and heel recovery work, for example. However, we'll be doing it at a slightly lower intensity. This will enable your body to, or their bodies I should say, to recover, regenerate and just take the edge off the training for a little bit, and that will enable us to then springboard into the next phase of training as the outdoor season approaches. Although it's key to always work at the sharp end of long triple jump and sprint training, you do need to step back just a little bit from time to time to undulate your training, your preparation, in order to really be able to peak when it matters in the season. In terms of technique work, we've been really working on the takeoff for the long jump, for example. A new inclusion is more work on the third step out. So as you can see in the videos, we are really attacking that third step into the second, penultimate and into the takeoff. That seems to be giving us a better takeoff and a great takeoff drive. Do take a look at a video I made specifically on that subject matter. Plyometric wise, we've started to do more drop jumps and eccentric blocking jumps and gone back to the straight leg work that we were doing prior to the indoor season. So I'm attacking all angles of, well, literally all joint angles for plyometrics and speeder plyometrics over this phase. We've always continued with our weight training throughout the indoor season, albeit it has been dialed back a bit, and it's still the triphasic methodology. And I have a number of sessions which the jumpers rotate across the training week. So we're looking at eccentric squats, isometric leg presses, and also really heavyweight push squats, where the emphasis is just over a short range of movement, really powering up the weight. These exercises are also complexed, often with some form of plyometrics. With a couple of the athletes, I've been continuing our experimentation with wearable resistance and the Lila Exogen kit. 6m24 long jumper Lee has really been using the kit the most from the group members, and we've started to utilize not only the calf sleeves but the shorts as well, and we're loading distally on both garments, although not at the same time, I hasten to add. And we're using the Lila gear to manipulate stride length by loading on the front of the leg, whether that be at the calf or the thigh. You can create a greater cyclical movement as the foot will pull down into the ground. So we've been using that to improve her frequency and also her heel recovery, as obviously you've got to pull the leg up and to the front with that extra load in order to create a sprint cycle. We've also started to work on manipulating the takeoff using the Lila Exogen kit as well. I often get asked to help athletes from all around the world in terms of giving them feedback on their videos, or with them even coming over to the UK to train, or I work with them virtually online. This got me thinking, if I were to run a training camp potentially in the UK or potentially at a venue in Europe, would there be interest? If so, leave a comment in the section below. Well, I hope this short video, which explains the key elements of our training at this time of the training year, will help you guide your training and give you some tips and pointers as to what to include in your workouts. If you have any specific questions on the subject matter of this particular video, then do leave them in the comments section below or through my other social media. And please do subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification icon so that you'll be made aware of new content when I upload it. Also, give this video a thumbs up and feel free to share. Freelap have just launched a new piece of kit. Now, this looks like the TX Junior Pros, the pyramids, yellow pyramids, that record the times as the athletes pass them. But what this one does, it actually gives you the command on your marks and sets the athlete off with a bang. So it emits the sounds through a speaker built into it. It gives you a 10-second lead in once you press the set button, and then randomly within I think a 2.5 second period, the gun will fire through the device to set you off. Now that triggers the system. So it's going to be a very accurate way to measure starts. If you want to find out more, then do get in contact with me. If you like the Jumps Squad merchandise that I often wear in these videos, then do check out the spring store. You'll see the products available underneath this video, for example, and I've launched a new backpack, rucksack, with the Jump Squad logo on it, so do check that out.